Welcome to Win with Richardson and Richardson. What's important now? Success in business most often comes down to hard work, not by silver bullets and quick fixes. It's knowing where to focus that hard work that's key to winning. Join sales prospecting expert and 3-time seven-figure business founder Carrie Richardson and managing partner of R&R Consulting and former owner of Doberman Technologies, Ian Richardson, for radical honesty regarding strategic planning, accountability, and execution that will get you the systematic results you're working toward. Let's get into today's episode. Thought leader and your host, Carrie Richardson.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carrie Richardson. I'm your host for WIN, and with me today is Rex Frank, the VP of PAX8 Academy. Rex, how are you doing today?
I am. Thumbs up, as always.
I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for joining us. So for people who are coming to PAX8 for the first time and who maybe just became PAX8 partners, tell us about Academy.
I started in the industry in 1988 doing Novell networks and rode through a lot of different business transitions, from selling hardware to selling services to managed services to this whole cloud transformation. And now we're on to the AI transformation after security. It's been quite a ride. I was with several MSPs over 25 years. I started C-level operations in 2010, initially focused on teaching that technician promoted to service manager how to stop being a tech and start being a leader of the service organization, and ultimately become that service executive role. We added some financial coaching and security coaching and a few other things, coaching, helping companies build their valuation that they're targeting a couple of years out. And then in May of 21, PAX8 was talking to some of its fastest growing partners. Working with C-level was one of those common denominators. They were like, we would like more of that for all of our partners. 6 months later, we became part of PAX8 Academy. We were celebrating our 4-year anniversary with PAX8. One thing I'm super proud of is that every person that came with me 4 years ago is still here at PAX8 today. So that's pretty exciting. The reality is this is a group of people focused on helping partners grow, mature, drive their businesses to be better. And we've continued to have the opportunity to do just that. So everybody's still, from what they tell me, living their best life. So I love that.
What was it like going from the owner of C-level and being responsible for everything at C-level to going to PAX8, having Academy and having a team of people to support you?
So I remember talking with some of my mentors through that transition, and it was made clear to me that the average tenure of an acquired CEO is like 8 months. It's not so much that the CEO wanted to quit, it's more the acquiring company is done with their BS. I took it to heart. It was interesting. People think that the acquisition was about money, but it really wasn't. Nick Hetty came to me and he understood what drove me in C-level is making a measurable positive impact on businesses. And he painted a picture of how we're going to be able to do that 10x, making a 10x impact on businesses. And that's what drove the acquisition. And that's why we're all still here. And it's interesting, Carrie, you could probably relate to some of this, right? When I started my consulting practices, it was me impacting one company or tens of companies. And then through the years, C-level was impacting the number of companies measured in the hundreds. And now coming to PAX8, we're impacting companies measured in the thousands at any given moment. And that satisfaction really drives me.
So it's been 4 years? God, I still think it's 2020 most of the time.
PAX8 was supposed to have their first Beyond event in 2020, and obviously that didn't happen. In a lot of ways, we can probably say that was a good thing, because when we did our first one in 23, we were much more prepared, right? And had just a lot more resources to bring to the table to make that happen. I remember having some meetings with Jen Bodell before Rob Ray was around. And she was saying, I want Beyond to be a different experience. I remember saying, if we really focused on education, that really wasn't around any vendor driving product. Let's do education focused on helping these partners grow, mature their businesses. And she went all in. And Academy was 3/4 of the sessions. They allowed us to really say, look, let's not zero in or focus or promote any individual vendor in these sessions. Let's focus on helping the partner grow and mature their businesses. Ultimately, the outcome is they grow, become qualified to work with more clients or larger clients, and their spend with PAX8 increases because their businesses are improving. The evidence and the numbers all point to that's working. The partners really love that experience as well.
Yeah, we hear great things about PAX8 Academy.
One of the cool things is a year and a half ago, we decided that the professional services organization within PAX8 was closer aligned with Academy than with support. The idea is if a partner doesn't have the skill set or the bandwidth to do a rollout of a product in our marketplace, we can do that end user rollout on behalf of the partner. And then both the partner and us get to start getting those benefits sooner. So that organization is now under me as well. And that's been fun to really make sure that there's a partner enablement focus on what we're doing. I run the Americas organization of both Academy and ProServe, and we're up to about 95 people that are focused on helping partners do what they do better, more efficiently, drive more revenue, and reduce risk.
This year at PAX8, what are the major session talk tracks? How were they divided out?
I put this shirt on today, right? Because this is the Beyond 24 speaker shirt. It's funny, everybody says, how do I get one of those shirts? I'm like, oh, it's super easy. You just have to, like, 9 months in advance, submit an idea for a speaker topic, have it get through the selection committee while they design the sessions that they want for each of the personas, whether it's owner, sales, service, engineer, and then get through that committee and work with marketing for 6 more months on developing your deck and your talk track, and then show up and deliver it to a few hundred people. And that's all you have to do to get this shirt. But I was wearing it because I wanted to talk about the pillars here. The innovation, community, and education is what that stands for. And so you're going to see a lot of innovation content talking about what's happening with the PAX8 marketplace and the platform. And you're going to see a lot of community related activities happening, the sharing and the camaraderie that occurs when you attend an event like this. Then obviously the enablement that you're seeing happen in a lot of the sessions as well. Come prepared and just take advantage of everything that you see happening around there. It's exciting how much we've put together. It's amazing, the ability to keep a secret. I still don't know where next year's Beyond is. That's being kept as an announcement that you're going to see. And I still don't even know who the
musical artist is. We don't either. We've been speculating.
There's going to be a lot of exciting stuff going on.
I understand they moved it to the main floor this year after some floor wobbling last year.
The floor wobbling, I have a video of, they bring out the carts that are spread around with all the alcohol on them. And I got some video of the liquid splashing around in the bottles. And it's the best thing I've found to illustrate what that floor felt like. I was sketchy, but yes, I think we're downstairs.
All right, so we still don't know who the headliner is. However, what are some sessions that you think are not to be missed this year?
Our CEO, Scott Chasen, is going to be talking about the vision of where AI is going. Some enhancements to the PAX8 marketplace are coming. The sessions are laid out by your role in the company. If you're in sales, there's a track specifically for sales professionals. If you're a service manager or an engineer, just zero in on what the sessions are for that track. If you're a security professional, we've got the entire security track laid out with Matt Lee and Dom Kirby running those.
And will there be a place where people can go and learn more about Academy on the floor in the exhibit hall?
In the exhibit hall, there's, I think, within the big PAX8 booth, there's 6 kiosks for if you want to zero in on what's happening in the sales org, what's happening in Academy and ProServe, what's happening in the what we call guided growth out of our partner experience group. I believe there's a Voyager Alliance, our new partner program, and we got that launched in May. The Academy benefits you get by your Voyager Alliance tier are just released. So there's some fun stuff to learn there.
Thank you for joining us to share about what's going to happen this year beyond. It was great learning about your background, and we're going to look forward to seeing you in June.
Fun.
It always is.
Thanks.
You've been listening to Win with Richardson and Richardson. What's important now? We're so glad you've joined us and know you're one step closer to winning big in your business too. We'd love to connect with you outside of the show. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to connect@rnr.consulting. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast so you'll easily know when new episodes are available. Until next time, you can win, and we're here to help.